Why?
Why?
Why though? Why do things just because you don't?
I will tell you why, especially for the creators. Clicks. Hi, welcome to the castle. Today we will watch a video from one of my favorite creators, who is Funky Frog Bait, and she made a video that is very interesting. The title is How to Be a Man, according to Instagram Reels. And I'm kind of curious, like, as people who consume content, do you see those type of things often? Because my algorithms are completely all over the place, so I do not see it many times. So I'm kind of curious if you stumbled over content like this, and what kind of, let's say, tips, even though we all know it's just random bullshit. What kind of tips did they had? That would be very interesting to know. But for now, let's enjoy the video. You can comment on it if you want to. Enjoy! Here's Froggy, apparently in an 80s gym. Whoa.
The kind of masculine energy, I
Who's
think,
that?
is good.
Yeah.
I think having a culture that celebrates the aggression a bit more has its own merits.
In the morning, if my face is a little puffy, I'll put on an ice pack while doing my stomach crunches.
Weak men have got no place in this new world, believe me.
You're either going to be
Weak
a leader
men have
or a
no
follower,
place.
and it's okay to be either one, but you have to choose.
There's a magical power amongst men, which has been forgotten and lost. When you put enough men in the same room, there's a transference of energy that makes us feel invincible.
Oh, look at her hit. What a nice intro. Very cool. Oh. Froggy, stop! No, no!
Sorry, I had to assert my dominance real quick. What
Don't you have just to T-pose for dominance? I thought it's just T-posing, not beating each other up.
time do you wake up in the morning? 9 a.m.?
7.
7 a.m.?
Yeah.
Well, for Ashton Hall, whose
Oh, that
morning
guy.
routine has
Oh,
recently
no.
gone massively viral, the day starts
Yeah.
at 4 o'clock sharp. From there, he embarks on a gauntlet of self-care and exercise that would make Patrick Bateman hit snooze. Strictly regimented, down to the minute. What kind of occupation requires such a strict schedule? What kind of man needs an entire film crew, 2 separate vehicles, a canine unit, and yes, that is a drone, to go on a morning run? Well, you see, Ashton is an online coach for other fitness coaches.
Okay.
Which in
It's just, I don't know.
2025
You
is
don't need all
apparently
that.
a real job. Wait, hold on. Does that mean if somebody coaches Ashton,
Yeah.
then that would make them a coach who coaches online coaches
Yeah.
who coach other fitness coaches?
Yeah.
And then if somebody
It's like with managers. If a manager doesn't know what to do, they get a manager to manage them, and then the manager get the manager to manage them, and so on and so on and so on. And then you spend a lot of money for a lot of chaos. Congratulations.
coaches that guy, Ashton lives a life padded with luxury, surrounded by attractive women and loyal assistants. Biceps bulging from his tank top, angling himself so that you can see the logo on the headrest behind
True. Kind of narcissistic, isn't it? Like when there's a logo here and you sit specifically like this. Ooh, a little bit narcissistic.
him face freshly bananaed, he explains that you too can live like this. But Ashton, you say to yourself, sweet, sweet Ashton,
Yeah.
how? Well,
How?
just comment brand or strategy.
Wait, do Froggy and I have the same microphone? Wait a minute. It looks the same. That's cool. Sorry.
Team, and he'll help you grow your brand, of course. If you follow his advice, you'll have a personal bodyguard to escort you to a private helicopter ride in no time. 5 things I had to quit to level up. College. Apparently, according to Ashton, that's only for doctors, nurses, and lawyers.
Okay.
Everybody else, Too bad. Meaningless relationships. If you don't see a wife in her, why waste time? Okay, so the college part is making sense now. On his official website, Ashton sells a course. Because, of course, he does.
Of course, he teaches you how to do that. Follow along on your laptop. View your workouts, nutrition plan, and messages from your laptop to easily see and access your plan. Oh, okay.
They all do. It's a 12-month program that starts out at a mere $3,300. But if you...
What? Wait, what do we have? Okay. Train with me gold. 3,300. 1 month. 12-month program. 1 month free structure. Workout plan. Tailored to you. I already... The first structure point smells super sussy. And I don't believe it. I usually do not assume, but I smell a big ass scam. Demonstration videos. Yeah, okay, fine. Meal plan. But the thing is, you get demonstration. You can have really good demonstration videos free on YouTube. You do not need that. Meal plan with a provided macro count of what you need based on your goals. If it is really tailored to you, nutrition guide, supplement suggestions, probably a company from him too, huh? But yeah, with the meal plan and the nutrition guidance, like so many people have different nutritional needs, and I do not think it's tailored to the person that books this plan. I do not believe it. I do not. I hope maybe when I will meet someone who subscribe to something like this, because I will hell not. But I do not believe that. Then one-on-one coaching from professional trainer, nutritionist assigned to you for check-ins, and nutritionist. Messaging through app, daily communication, workout completion checkoff, progress checks. Then you get a Zoom call, bi-weekly or weekly on platinum. Oh, that's basically it. So the difference is based on the picture for the diamond and the platinum. So in the diamond, you get a Zoom call bi-weekly, and on platinum, a weekly Zoom call. That is a lot of money for one call. What the hell?
You buy the 5,500 Train With Me Diamond or the 8,250 Train With Me Platinum upgrades, you'll be automatically entered to win a trip to Florida to train with the Ashton Hall himself. Which, at that price point, I can only assume that he gives you a passionate kiss on the lips in between reps. Ashton currently has 12 million, 13 million, 14 million, 15 million followers on Instagram. I've had to edit this part of the script multiple times. He can barely pour his Saratoga spring water ice baths fast enough to celebrate crossing these milestones. To give you an idea of just how quickly his following has grown, he celebrated 12 million followers on April 7th, and by April 10th, only 3 days later, had already gained another million. He's also racked up a sizable following on other platforms like TikTok as well. In fact, he's been
he's
so
all over the
successful
place.
that Jimmy Dollarson himself, with the hunger of
Oh, he was at Mr. Beast? Interesting.
a cartoon character stalking a vulnerable
Jimmy is like, look at it. Look at Jimmy's face.
hunger
He's like, what the hell are you doing? That's how he looks like.
of a cartoon character stalking a
Sitting
vulnerable
there like,
viral pie on a windowsill, immediately latched on to his muscled teats to drain any amount of entertainment value, as usual, like a vibe vampire for his child audience. But internet fame has pros and cons. Something weird that happens when you post online for a living is that your face will start showing up on random sites. According to this article by Rohit Kumar, I'm blonde, have a slim build, and am 5'6" tall. Thank you, Rohit. But it isn't all flatteringly inaccurate descriptions. Just the other day, while walking up to the door of my home, a complete stranger slammed on the brakes, rolled down their window, and said, "I know who you are." They were probably just a well-meaning fan, but in that moment I realized just how fragile my privacy and safety is. That's why I'm glad that today's sponsor is Incogni. Data brokers are companies that scan the web for info like your name, address, and social security number to sell for a profit. This puts you and your family at risk of endless spam calls, identity theft, and even stalking.
Watch it because
Data
I support
brokers
her.
legally must remove your information.
Make
if
sure to
asked,
research
but
a lot
they will
about
not make it
companies that
easy.
you
Let
are
Incogni
getting
do the hard
memberships
work
with.
for you. With their automated removal process, they can reach out to hundreds of data brokers and will handle any objections while keeping you constantly updated. With their custom removals feature in the unlimited plans, you can point to any website where your info is visible and a privacy agent will take care of the rest. It's super easy to get started. Just make an account, grant them the right to act on your behalf, and watch them work. If you want to protect your privacy online, use my code FUNKYFROG or go to incogni.com/funkyfrog to get 60% off an annual Incogni plan right now. It's easy to dismiss this account as a joke, not worth commentary, especially when Ashton himself plays into the meme enough to
I like how it's playing into the memes now. Makes the videos 5 times better.
satisfy the post-Adult Swim, chronically meta mind of the average internet user. After being made fun of for a painfully fake client call,
So looking at it, bro, we gotta go ahead and get in at least 10,000.
he started throwing out even more ridiculous numbers and referencing it in his captions.
You made your first 10,000. Congratulations. We gotta do at least 20, bro. He's gonna do at least 10 billion, bro.
After one of the timestamps for his routine seemed to indicate that he defied gravity without a broom for 4 minutes mid-dive, this became a bit for a future video.
I kid you not, bro. I was really in the air for 4 minutes.
I'll be there in 4 minutes.
But it would be a mistake to say that Ashton...
I mean, it's kind of funny that he is picking up those jokes. I give him that. Like, instead of being like upset or angry or like, yeah, just leave it be. It was a mistake. Okay. Well, yada yada. He's just using it as a joke, which is a good approach. I give him that.
is just in it for to lulz. He clearly takes his content very seriously, as you can tell from his response to the many, many, many parodies of his routine.
What is the...
As you can tell from his response to
Look
the
at the
many,
bird.
many,
Duolingo, where you going, dude? Buffed as you are.
many parodies of his routine.
I came here to address the nonsense. So many videos are being sent to me, duplicates of my videos. This is for the creators that are sick and tired of their work being copied. Listen to me well. You're either going to be a leader or a follower, and it's okay to be either one, but you have to choose.
Okay.
Well, it would just be a shame to waste all this footage.
Watch full routine on Patreon.
The evidence is 3:52.
Oh, you poor soul.
Let's get it started.
Your poor soul.
Oh, shoot. I forgot. I gotta have a chain on. Now we gotta brush our teeth. You can't use tap water because it'll make you gay. So we gotta use, of course, our very fancy
Purified water.
With my great masculine strength, I open the bottle, pour it into our personal prized possession.
What a beautiful cup, Froggy. What a beautiful cup. Love it.
Minion princess mug. Really epic up close shot.
Good job.
I'm so tired. All right. Bon appetit. To assert our dominance over the neighbors, we have to do push-ups outside. So follow me.
Don't get sick outside.
Dude, he does push-ups till from 4:04 to 4:17. Does that mean I have to do push-ups for 13 minutes straight? Oh, okay, ladies.
Oh no.
Try not to swoon.
Oh.
I think we're good on push-ups now.
Whoa. Good job.
Interrupting Bible study, bro. Do you even love Jesus? What the hell, bro? You see, this is when all the Ninja Turtles have the same color bandana. Hex, you're not paying attention. Hex, you're not listening to me.
Oh boy, oh boy.
He's violent. He's committing acts of violence.
I like the cat content.
Alright, I gotta meditate
right.
on that for a second. I write something profound here. It's art.
I bet it was smart.
is a good one. Now it is the moment that you have all been waiting for.
Yeah, the ice water.
Yeah, that's the shot. Quentin Tarantino. Dude, this is
Please
cold
don't-
as hell. It
please don't
hurt
get
my
sick.
fingies.
Oh, not the hair.
It's so cold. Wow.
Do you feel better?
Do you feel any richer yet? I'm dripping all over the place. What do we do now, Mr. Hall? Oh, this is when he gets dressed. I'm already dressed. I get in trouble otherwise. Patreon exclusive. Here I go. Y'all can watch me put on my shoes. Oh, hell yeah.
The cat is so excited.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Get a load of those big steppers. This video's about me.
That is a really cool tattoo on her leg. Not gonna lie, looks very
Not
cool.
him. No! No! Ashton does not have drip like I do. Rainbow ring, the star ring,
All of them.
The piece de la resistance. That's a little fraud. They're just
All
not
of them.
doing it like me. We gotta pack our fanny.
We're all of
Like
them.
This cat, this Santa stress ball, a scratched lottery ticket that's been on the counter for, I can only assume, months. Is that a Dave and Buster's gift card? Oh shit! I don't have an elevator. Beep boop, beep boop. Adios.
Bye
First,
bye.
The one day when I need to film is the day that the treadmill is broken.
Of course.
The treadmill is not interested in doing anything above a gentle walking pace today. Now we gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, here we go.
I just love her hair, man. It looks so good on her.
I'm so mad if you're not recording. It's so cold. You wanna play mermaids?
At least she had some fun recording it. I hope, because it seems like it. She's giggling a lot. That's so sweet.
Please.
It's just so fun to watch.
Banana peel method. Not
Oh,
to be
God.
confused with the grapefruit method. Now we gotta eat a banana the not gay way.
Yeah.
It takes longer than I expected to eat a banana. Just sitting here in the silence.
You ate that banana pretty fast.
What are you trying to say? It just kind of feels slimy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I never did that. I wonder what it does, though. Nah, I will not try it. Nah, I will not get my scales dirty.
What's next, Mr. Hall?
Yeah.
I love how we can have the toilet paper out, but we can't put it on the roll.
Oh, really?
We can have
You
it.
took the toilet
We can
paper
have
that
it
was in your
readily available. Now we gotta put on a suit. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that I am in the proper attire.
I'm dying.
We actually have to do another ice bath.
With the
One was
suit
not enough.
on.
We have to do another one.
Mhm.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Chop chop, ice bath boy.
That's a cute bowl.
Ah,
Oh, she learned with the
owl.
hair.
My understanding is you will be cooking me a sumptuous breakfast while I
We're going into the
very
thousands
hard
now,
doing
Froggy.
business thing.
Yeah. Son of a... Oh, God. Yay!
What is this?
Ashton seems to have
No boyfriend's harmed in this video, I'm very sure.
mastered reels like a pro fisherman.
Oh,
And
brothers,
if you go back
who knows?
through his catalog, you can watch him tune his content into its current algorithmically optimized
Mm-hmm.
form. The visuals are perfectly lit, and there's an
Mm-hmm.
almost ASMR quality to the audio. It's
Ooh.
hypnotizing.
Yeah, a lot of people recently are into those things. I'm getting so many like ASMR-ish TikToks and short from like, what do you do with them? Okay, question. What do you do with them? Do you go to bed with TikTok on and then watching at this and then sleeping? What are you doing? Huh? I need to understand.
Yeah, so like I'm super rich.
Uh-huh.
And like I have really cool cars. Okay. And I like go to the gym all the time. That's why I'm so
I'm so proud of you.
Some of y'all
I'm so
hated
proud of
that.
you.
Some of you liked it. a little too much. His commitment to using Saratoga branded water for everything drew attention, so he...
Who of those options are you? Who of you didn't like it? And who of you liked it a bit too much?
escalated to buying entire pallets stacked to the ceiling. Smashing a bottle
This
of this
water stuff.
overpriced water led to a flood of comments, so he set up a camera to capture the exact spot that he would accidentally drop bottles again and again and again. Even his choice of when to wear and not wear socks is tailored to bait countless comments like, why does bro not wear socks with his shoes? Bro, you gotta cop some socks. Are we not gonna talk about how he's not wearing socks?
This is just pure rage bait. That's so boring, actually.
We talk about it under every single video, actually. That's the whole point. Despite how recognizable this kind of obvious staging is, I don't think that the average person truly comprehends just how easily every aspect of this type of video can be faked, especially in short form. We can't know.
Yeah, we can't know if this is in real life. Like, it could be just all paid actors or just friends that he was like, yeah, let's do this, let's do that stuff, let's do this scam, then we get rich, yada, yada, yada. It's just, you never know. And you always should question it. And you should cultivate a healthy amount of critical thinking if you consume content like this. Like, if he doesn't put on socks, why does he doesn't do it? It has a purpose. And the purpose is to get comments. The comments will push the algorithm, so more people will watch it. Another person will comment on the socks, and then the circle goes over and over and over again, which is generating all those views. It's easy as that.
If Ashton actually owns the sterile, suspiciously undecorated condo or the expensive cars that he films in, we can't know if any of this is real. Influencer.
Also, remember on the Dubai video where I said there's a big group, for example, of German influencers quote unquote living in Dubai in nice apartments and whatever, and have like those nice cars. They rent those things as a group of 15 people to afford it, to make content with it for a couple weeks. So they record so much content during that day together, but separately, kind of for their separate accounts, to look like they're rich to be an influencer. And this is just pure stupidity. Stop supporting the wrong things.
Infested cities like New York City, Miami, or LA, you could accidentally stumble into 3 different private jet sets on.
Yeah, you can just rent it. It's not even a plane at this point. It's just an apartment that is built like it.
Your way to get a scooped gluten-free bagel and a facelift. Even his physical results can't be trusted when the average gymfluencer is shooting up more than a, well, this is America. You can probably fill in that joke for yourself.
Primals, I'm making this video to apologize because I'm
that dude.
I'm embarrassed and ashamed.
Oh no.
Because I lied.
Remember that earlier clip of
you are embarrassed and ashamed. Of course you are, because you get caught.
Me jumping into a pool at 7:36 a.m.? Well, it actually wasn't 7:36 a.m. because the pool didn't open until 9, and my local gym didn't open until even later. I lied to you, and you fell for it. Because
I was rooting for you, though. But see, this is the magic of you. You just don't know. You just don't know how someone's routine is like. And another thing, another side note, when TikTok was about to be banned in USA, or like 1 or 2 days before that, a lot of those vlog type of creators who have crazy routines, even like female stuff like that, they publicly said, yeah, this is all fake. I thought you know that this is all fake. But they always said this is their routine, and people try to copy it. People try to copy it. It's so stupid.
why wouldn't you?
Not saying that I did not fall for some of those things, okay? I'm also a victim here.
You only see what you're
I'm with you.
supposed to see. If you ever find yourself feeling a little too jealous of one of these lifestyle content creators,
Just imagine how awkward it is for them to set up a tripod in public.
Yeah.
And then they gotta, you know.
It's so weird. I did vlogging too. On a different channel. I will not talk about it because of doxing. But it's so weird. Like putting up the cameras, being comfortable, like people look at you while you do that. And then having cameras with you all the time. I had like a gimbal and a camera with me all day long to record content. That was so, I don't know, man.
Attach the camera.
Tiring, very tiring.
And then, maybe they mess up a take.
Yeah, then you have to redo it.
Just the camera and start all over again. Or maybe they have someone filming for them, and then if that person messes up, they have to completely break out of character to argue with them. Why aren't you filming in landscape mode, idiot?
but even if the videos are fake, that doesn't mean that they can't have real-world effects. Ashton Hall has clearly captured the attention of a lot of young men, and I think his popularity indicates a really interesting shift in the content targeting male audiences. For instance, that the average man's man of decades past, after witnessing this level of pampering, might be tempted to drop a word archaically used to refer to.
I mean, what I like, man should have a manicure or pedicure. Like taking care of your body is good. This is if you break it down to this message, like man can go to those studios and get a manicure, pedicure, whatever kind of treatment to just groom themselves and like feel good. I absolutely support that. But it's just it's everything else, right? That you have to be a Sigma, that you have to be this, that you have to be that. No, you don't. If you feel like, oh yeah, my nails could be like a bit more pretty, or I just can't look at my hands because they look so weird to me. Maybe a pedicure is a pedicure with the feet or with the hands? I always mess it up. If I would go to a salon to make it to like get it like a treatment, so maybe they look better, go for it. If it's for you, if it's just for you to feel better about yourself, because then you appear differently. You have a bit more confidence. It's very healthy. But all the other things, you have to be this, you have to grind, you have to wake up at 4 a.m., you have to be the strong, you're not allowed to have feelings. Bullshit. Pure bullshit.
To a bundle of sticks. Or that the British call cigarettes still for some reason. That's really confusing. Either way, I'm gonna be pissed. Secondhand smoke is only slightly more bearable than homophobia. When I was a teenager, a guy admitting that his shampoo and conditioner were in 2 separate bottles might as well have come out. But Ashton showcases an almost obsessive preoccupation with skincare and personal grooming, baptizing his face multiple times a day. But beyond that, there is this inherent contradiction to Ashton Hall's world of racing in Lululemon tactical gear with captions like, "Lions hunt, get off the couch. As men, we are here to hunt. We protect and provide." Before being served a toddler's
Yeah. We hunt and your wife is preparing your porridge bowl.
breakfast of pre-sliced bananas. Also, have you
I didn't know that. I mean, like, so she's serving. So if it's his wife and she is serving that to him, not only with the videos or for the videos, like also in private, it's an act of affection. So a lot of people have that. If they like their significant other, they're like, "Hey, do you need something? Can I make you something to eat? Do you have something to drink? Do you want to take a bath?" Like being like, should I start a bathtub for you? Something like that. That is a sign of affection and care. For a video, feel staged, and then this captures like, "Yeah, men are lions, men go hunt. Man, you can snuggle up in a pillow and a blankie and watch some Netflix and binge it and eat potato chips. You still are a man. You just have a bad day and you need comfort, and that's okay."
considered that this couch is incredibly comfortable.
Yeah.
He is explicitly presenting himself as a standard for masculinity and physical prowess. But everything is done for him. Meals cooked for him, cars driven for him, baths drawn for him. Having others perform these mundane tasks is obviously supposed to communicate power. Look at all these people, I can afford to do random bullshit for me. But it also communicates a kind of helplessness. Like, seriously? You're telling me you can't pour dressing over your own damn salad? One of the few
That is
times we
interesting.
see him drive himself, he can't even park between the lines. This is supposed to be the life of a rich, accomplished, powerful man, but it's also the life of a child. And
Yeah,
even
kinda.
then, mommy and daddy stop helping you get dressed at a certain point because you're
That's an interesting look, my guy. Usually I don't like to judge, but that is like a circus fit.
you're a big boy now, right? Another thing that confused me when I started looking into this account is Ashton's constant references to his faith.
I realized that God has me here to lead, not to follow evil. So that's what I'm going to do. People follow Jesus. Why? Because he was great. As a Christian man, why are you angry if they're following you?
He frequently
Okay.
records himself reading the Bible or watching snippets of sermons. His 8 p.m. bedtime is part
I mean, it's okay if he has his religion, but he's not like a messias. Wouldn't that be? I don't know the English word. The German word is ketzerisch. Like that you're mocking the religion and Jesus because he is the leader. So he is still a follower because he's following the religion. So he can't say he's the leader because then he would mock Jesus and God. Or is that I'm not very into religion, so maybe I might be wrong. But that's how my brain is trying to process it. Maybe someone can help me in the comments. Thank you.
partially based on a philosophy that he often repeats under his videos. Sin lives at night because apparently sin abides by vampire rules, which if that's the case, I probably eat enough garlic to clean me out both physically and spiritually. In his bio, it says for his glory with a capital H and the high five emoji, but this just adds another layer of contradiction to his doctrines of douchery because everything I'm seeing is for Ashton's glory.
Yeah.
Unless God just really f***s with ice bath.
Maybe and most likely he just wants to have a broader type of audience if he puts God onto the table as well. I will not mark on Christian creators. That's not my right to do. Do what you want. But in his case, it kind of feels like showing those traditional values that are there since centuries, which I always refer to like the medieval ages. When people like were really heavy into it, it pissed me off. You have no clue. But it's still kind of like it, and you evolved so much as humanity, and I still don't know why you can't move on from that because, yeah, I have some issues understanding it, but that's okay. It's my problem, not yours. So we will move on.
Nothing says Christian humility like
10
eating
million.
gold flake covered steak with your bros or fanning out hundreds in the face of the cashier while they ask if you want your receipt. Remember that
Also, I'm so sorry for all the sidetracks. What really annoys me when I see those type of content with like the gold flaked steak, having a helicopter, paying people to do the task that he wish his mom would have done. All of this really annoys me because imagine he is portraying a rich person type of lifestyle. Let's say that, okay? That is what he portrays. I will not say that he is because I don't know. He portrays it like that on social media. What really annoys me is if it is true and he uses all that money that he earns to just buy luxury items, to just buy a driver, to buy a cook, to pay a cook, whatever it is, it might be okay to a certain point. Like giving someone a job is a great thing. But there's still a lot of money on the table. I'm really sure about that. So instead of buying 10 cars that you don't need, if you have one that you really like and you have a driver, let's say you have a driver and a car, why do you need 20 other cars? Just take the money that you spent for those 20 cars and help other people. Build a school, build a hospital if you can, or like join a community of multiple rich people to support villages that really needs it, villages that don't have good water access, villages that don't have an ambulance. If some accident happens and people are suffering from it, why those people do not use the money to actually improve humanity and the quality of life? Why they're very egoistic. Then we come back to, I'm so sorry for my brain, I'm so sorry. Then we go back to the whole Jesus thing. Jesus is portrayed as a very kind, gentle, and serving man. Yes, he's a serving man. He served for his people. He helped them. He cared for them. If you are following Jesus and God's beliefs, why are you so egoistic with your money? Instead of helping other people, helping communities, why do you buy 20 cars? This is not what Jesus would have wanted you to do, because Jesus was a very giving and serving personality. That's what he was portrayed in the Bible. So why you do not do that? That would be interesting to know. I'm sorry, I will stop rambling. All the sidetracks.
Famous passage from the New Testament, thus saith the Lord, flex on them hoes. Once again, this is a juvenile fantasy, a middle schooler's idea of what rich people do. And I wonder if a certain communist hippie wearing open-toed shoes 2,000 years ago would approve. I'm sure when he said, it is...
I'm so sorry. The water got me. Yeah, Froggy and I are on the same page.
Easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter into the kingdom of God. He was just Joshua-ing. But maybe I shouldn't be so confused by this. After all, appealing to religious tradition has been...
Wait, let me read this. As a Muslim... Wait, it's Andrew Tate now? As a Muslim, it warms my heart to see the resurgence of spirited Christian declarations. Christ is King. And I pray Christianity regains its strength and protects its societies against the pervasive and constant erosion of morality by the devotees of Satan. And that's said by Andrew Tate. Is that really his account? I do not know. Cobra Tate. Holy shit. What a cringe name. All of the stuff that he did, and then saying he's a Christian or Muslim or whatever it is, I don't care. He can be whatever he wants. But everything that he did, if we go to like a religious standpoint, man, some high class demon possessed him, huh? That he did all those things, what he did, I guess.
A thoroughly thumbed page in the Alpha Male Handbook, a favorite talking point of the loudest contributors to what has been Bitcoined, the manosphere. What I think a lot of people fail to notice through the lack of socks and inexplicable Saratoga brand loyalty is that Ashton Hall is also a part of this ecosystem. Comparing the soft-spoken Ashton to the maulding men of the podcast sphere may seem harsh, but if you look...
I'm so sorry, because sometimes I have to recognize who some people are. Like I said, I don't get, like in the beginning, I do not get this type of content. I usually see it through videos like from Froggy or maybe Ray Like Sunshine and stuff like that. So when I don't recognize something, I'm so sorry. Please, I'm always glad if you help me in the comments with that.
Closer, you'll find that his messaging is not all that different, especially when it comes to women. The women who exist in Ashton Hall's
Oh boy, let's open that rabbit hole, I guess. Oh, I'm so scared.
world are divided
I apologize
into two
already.
categories. First, you have the hired help who provide some kind of professional service. These women are allowed to have identities similar to their male counterparts, but restricted to their roles as yoga instructor, bodyguard, or toenail trimmer. Then there is a second category, a faceless rotation of freshly manicured hands and bodies, sliced and
So it is different women. So probably there's either like someone he's paying or like a service that he's paying for, or multiple friends that he's asking. Like, do you have time to do this? I need to shoot a video. Help me, yada yada.
served up with careful camera angles. Who are these women? Are they girlfriends, sex workers, maids? For the modern man, apparently there need be no distinction. These women typically perform the most intimate / degrading tasks. When Ashton shatters glass across his balcony or drops an entire plate of food on the ground,
You did not drop a steak and then not eat it. I'm upset. I'm really upset.
without fail, one of his harem emerges from the shadows to clean up his mess for him. It is not lost on me that when Ashton lists things that may be keeping you broke and mentions a non-supportive spouse, he uses footage of a woman serving him breakfast while he doesn't even bother to glance up at her. Supportive is code for provides free domestic labor so that you can do important manly things.
Imagine, like, look at the image that he's portraying like that. Like, imagine younger men are fans of him. Like, we just assume right now this is a very what is the word? Hypothetical scenario. Imagine we have Uwe. Uwe is 22. Uwe is a big fan of Ashton Hall. And Uwe sees that Ashton Hall treats whatever woman made his food like a peasant and a servant and not saying thank you. But since Uwe doesn't have the money to have a peasant and servant, he uses his girlfriend. What does it do? Traumatizing the girlfriend. She breaks up. He blames it on her. She gets more trauma of it. Maybe spread rumors about her. Is that nice? I don't think so. Happens a lot though.
Like being passenger princess
Happens sadly
while
a lot.
watching videos about yourself, or pretending to give social media advice to a non-existent person off camera.
There's people who are already killing it, people who are already doing well. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You need to go see what's making them pop. You study their game. You don't take their entire game. You get the inspiration and then you apply it to yours.
Oh God, I have to shut up. This is so generic. If this is a private coaching lesson, I want a refund. Dude, I can look that up in 1 minute from 100 YouTube videos because it's so generic for a broader audience. So of course it is like a fake recording. There was no person behind it. But if it would be a person, I want a refund. If I would be that person, I would like to have a refund. This is not tailored to me. This is not tailored to my goals. That's bullshit. Because 100 other YouTube videos at my fingertips tell me that. Absolute bullshit.
Yeah, so if someone else is getting a lot of views, you should just like do what they're doing, except change it a little bit. Oh, that's so embarrassing. You just caught me being so profound just then. For the approval of his peers, the modern man must surround himself with beautiful women, but he can't be interested in them as people. That would be wasting valuable get your money up time.
Yep.
They are status symbols,
No, they're
nothing
peasants.
more. Maybe this is just another engagement trick, but we can't It's Not That Deep ourselves into drowning belly up in the kiddie pool, especially when this account has gotten up to 1 billion views in a month. When children who in a better economy would be too busy playing with Legos are propping up their phones to parrot the alpha males projected directly into their spongy brains the moment they open social media, funneled towards increasingly extreme content to keep them scrolling. Ashton may be near the top of that funnel, but he's still there. I like to think that the average not chronically online guy is put off by an Andrew Tate type choking out.
Just looking at it makes me gag. Is this Andrew Tate? I don't know. Could be anyone. They all look the same. That's also a thing. They all look the same. And they have this alpha personality, or like this alpha portraying. There's no, I don't see a character. I don't see charisma. I just see like copycats.
Vitriolic nonsense
It's just
in between
copycats.
clouds of cigar smoke and prison sentences.
I
But
think
in
it is
Ashton
trade. I
Hall,
don't know.
Didn't you see? He said thank you to his slave. I mean girlfriend when she laid out his shoes for him.
Wow, once.
Everyone
Once.
clap. Ashton presents the same
S.
masculine domination in a more palatable way. It's a generic version of the red pill, misogyny light for the nice guy. This is pulled from the subtext to the dom text when we look at one of Ashton's copycats, Marvin.
Wait, who is that? Let me go back.
Text when we look at one of Ashton's copycats,
Marvin Achi Godleys. Oh yeah. America's Got Talent, Netflix is a Circle, Big Brother. Chemical engineer and fitness trainer. Okay, I will shut up. I will not say anything.
Marvin,
I don't want to get in trouble.
offering a much more affordable fitness plan, Marvin
Yeah, that's probably the most generic thing. Just watch YouTube videos. They're for free. If you want demonstration videos for fitness things, just go on YouTube, look them up. There's so many people that do really, really nice content, and it's the same as what you pay for there. Just go on YouTube. You have so much free resources. Why are you so stupid and pay for this stupid subscription? I'm so sorry. I'm so upset. It makes me mad.
mocks and mimics
so
Ashton's formula for his 3.6 million followers, but he says the quiet part into a megaphone. The women in his videos
Okay.
literally bow before him when he enters a room, lathering his feet in champagne before his massage. He plays out these little fictional scenarios where a stock image of an attractive blonde woman desperately wants his attention, but he ignores her because he is too busy calculating the calories in his lunch. Why does not having a girlfriend and liking math have to be cool now that I'm out of high school?
I saw a fever dream. I don't even want to talk about it. I think I will just freaking blow a village up.
That's bull. Ashton is just another.
Yeah, I think I need also a puppet like this so I can get my aggression out, because it makes me really, really mad to look at something like this. You have no
iteration
idea.
of the same get riches, get scam that we've seen over and over again. He's just better at promoting it. Though I do think there is something alarming about this move from your typical creepy dating coach advising on how to pursue women to this disinterested, passive collection of them. That's not to say that there's nothing positive to be taken from this, that waking up early, eating balanced meals, and exercising aren't worthwhile goals.
Yeah,
I
that's
started
okay.
boxing this past year and really taking my health seriously for the first time.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, I can really feel the difference. And I've made new connections with people who, while they may literally beat me down, emotionally lift me up to be a better version of myself every day. And that's awesome.
That's
but
good.
Ashton and men like him can't just offer common sense advice like, hey, working out and eating well will probably make you feel better, or hey.
Yeah, that's not how you get a cloud, right? That's not how you get how to become an influencer. You have to put it into an extreme or in something that catches people, or to rage bait, stuff like that. But it all buckles down to, hey, take care of yourself. Maybe work out if you can. If you have the body ability to do it. Eat healthy. Don't eat too much trash. Like, be nice to yourself. Have good beliefs. That's okay. But the way it's portrayed and the way people are treated in those videos, the way it influences people, this is the really bad thing. Because people do not see, oh yeah, I have to eat well to be a better version of myself. They just, yeah, you don't need gold freaking flaked steaks to be like this. And you also don't need a body like this. Like this super, super lean body types are first very difficult to achieve. And second of all, you should watch some bodybuilder videos, like bodybuilders who are vlogging their days where they become super lean for the competition. They are suffering. And to hold this type of muscle, just know. My guys, being normal, being kind, having emotions, standing up for yourself, and then maybe cry later on because you were so overwhelmed with the situation. All of that is absolutely okay. You do not need to be this fake sigma alpha beta whatever wannabe. I need ice water for my face and 20 women to pamper me like a baby type of approach. This is not life. This is not real.
Developing good habits will probably help you stay on top of your responsibilities easier.
Yeah.
Or, hey, maybe you should make some friends. Isn't that right? I should really make some friends. They have to present something so demanding as to almost be unattainable without their guidance. Otherwise, why would you buy their courses?
Weak men have got no place in this new world, believe me. As a man, if you're not getting stronger every single day, you're already losing.
I think what is
okay, dude,
so dangerous about these accounts is that they speak to very real, tangible pain points in men's lives.
Yeah.
I think a lot of men crave a sense of purpose that they feel they have been robbed of over the last century. They're convinced that by acquiring massive amounts of money, subjugating women, and returning to tradition, they will finally get their turn. Coming back from an exhausting day at the office to your rosy-cheeked wife and children, waiting at the door of a house that you paid for with a couple $1,000s and a firm handshake. Toiling in a field during a blistering summer, the sweat of your brow watering the only food your household will have to survive the winter. Bleeding out in a faraway land, knowing with your last gurgling breaths that you did everything you could to protect your family. There is a masculine martyrdom that alpha males either subtly or not so subtly promote. And what they're selling is suffering. This can present itself in different ways,
Why
like
should you
choking
suffer
down
yourself?
dry chicken breast and plain rice,
Sorry.
even though seasoning will have absolutely no negative impact on your gains. Or
Yeah.
bragging about not going to the doctor because business comes first.
The reason I got super successful at a young age is because I'm literally willing to die for this. Like, I've had times where I've had literal health scares with a
That is absolutely toxic. Please go to a doctor if you have something. Please, if you can afford it. I know it's a bit difficult in some parts of the world. If you can afford it, please go to a doctor. Please seek medicine. Please get help. Do not, no.
next smartest thing for me to do would be to go to the doctor. And I hit my team meeting before that business comes first. I'm willing to die on the fucking battlefield.
It's literally LARPing, so that you can pretend that
So he also lives in the medieval ages, yeah?
that little Microsoft Teams meeting jingle is actually a war horn.
Mhm.
That pain is just fuel for your online coaching career.
When I was a little boy, my dad died in front of me. I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I think I'm depressed now. She's like, Vincent, you're not depressed, you're just currently unhappy. My depression from that moment moving forward was cured.
It's masochistic.
Oh, I will not say anything to it, but that's my comment on it. Live with that.
It's performative. It achieves nothing outside of this vague promise that it will make you more of a man.
Okay.
Like, what are we doing? Come on, toughen up and make that shower colder. But why?
Why?
Why though? Why do things just because you don't?
I will tell you why, especially for the creators. Clicks. That's why. They do it for clicks. But what they do behind the click with the people that they're influencing, they do not care about that. They just care for the click, for the comment, for the like, for the share. That is everything that you are to them, and you should not support it. Please.
Want to do them. Also, my guy, it's okay that you want to play with a sword in the woods.
Yeah.
You don't have to pencil that into your schedule like it's an important duty. It's fun to play with a sword in the
Be careful though. Maybe use a good stick. Maybe use a good stick. Also cheaper. A stick is good and cheap. Go play with sword sticks after the video. Please be comfy with me for a little longer.
woods. I think what strikes me the most about Ashton Hall's account is how strangely sad even this very edited version of his life is. Everyone he interacts with is either a customer or an employee. He goes
There's
to
no
bed
connection.
alone. He doesn't even seem to really take the time to enjoy the benefits that his hard work has supposedly earned him, despite how often accounts like this show off expensive meals, watches, and vehicles.
It's
The
very
only thing they seem to
materialistic.
get out of it is bragging about how much they cost. This is hustle culture. Never being satisfied, never having enough, and never relaxing is a
Never really real. Like, especially as those video types of things. Because as we saw, you can easily fake it. Just change the time of your of your phone and just put it on the screen. It's very easy.
feature, not a bug. It satisfies this need for suffering. It demands that if you even take one night off, you must punish yourself with sleep deprivation to fulfill an arbitrary commitment to productivity the next day.
Also, shots like this. I'm so sorry. Shots like this. Perfect lighting. He looks still very put together. Usually those tapes would be a little bit crinkly and rankly, whatever it is. Lighting perfect. This And the tripod, the camera has to be there, right? So all fake. All fake.
Activity the next day. I come from a family of truckers, assembly line workers, and roughnecks. People who had to spend their lives rising long before the sun, not because they wanted to, but because they had to. That's reality for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But Ashton smugly sets his alarm for 3:50 a.m. after partying all night, only allowing himself a few hours of sleep. For what?
That is so unhealthy too. That is so unhealthy. For what? Baptizing his face 10 times a day. For that.
So he can queen out in an undersized suit on Zoom calls all day and tell everyone on Instagram about it? You're resting. Your competition is working. Clock in.
I mean, it is fine if you have a dream, if you have a purpose. Like for me, like what I do right now, I wanted this for so long. So I'm happily pushing myself because I really wanted this for so long. But I do not say that you should do the same. I want you to be comfortable, being cared of, eat well, sleep enough. I choose that because I wanted this so badly. I was looking for it for years. That's why I'm grinding so much. I will also rest. I do some planning, some structuring, some managing that I rest. But this is just I'm not saying like if someone asks me like about streamer things, I'm not saying yeah you have to work all the time. You have to work, yes, but you don't have to work all the time. And basically what he is saying is, yeah, you're not allowed to sleep anymore. You just work. And this is not how you enjoy your life. A life is to live. A life is not to work. I know it is the reality of many other people that work to be able to live somehow. But I'm really hoping humanity gets a shift point where they have a work that can sustain themselves and their families, and that they can enjoy life again, where they can spend time with their kids, enjoy nature, having some meaningful things in life, and not just consuming content all the time, buying things that they throw away after a week and pollute the world and even the space more than they already do. This is what I wish would happen. It will take some time though. Or the world will burn. We will see.
It's a pointless punishment of our bodies and minds. It's an endless hamster wheel that simultaneously fulfills the rampant materialism of a society that uses shopping as an opiate and that old Protestant principle that industriousness is an inherent moral good. How much will you sacrifice on the altar of hustle? How much is too much?
Hustle culture is outdated.
Is it when basic activities have to be outsourced to other people so that you can make every single aspect of your life as efficient as possible?
I order Uber Eats, I'm cleaning the house, cleaning lady, walking the dog, I have a dog walker.
Is it when in desperate
Why do we have a dog if you don't enjoy having a dog? Where's the point? Just give it to someone who loves that dog, man.
Inspiration to stand out, to prove that you're working harder than everyone else? You say something insane like walking is for broke people while shoving past a family with children on the sidewalk?
Walking is for people who are broke. People don't respect their time, which is why they walk as slowly as this, and then you, as a business owner, you have to take over. It's gonna waste a lot of your time. Rich people take damn personal drivers. If you
Oh, what kind of clown is that, dude?
gonna walk through the
Oh my
premium
God.
version of walking, which is on a freaking treadmill, making money. Follow for more advice.
Is it when
Rage bait. Pure rage bait.
You literally have to convince yourself that you can transform one day into multiple days just to satisfy that incessant demand for constant output.
My day is 6 a.m. to noon, and I'm not crazy. You're crazy for thinking it takes 24 hours, just like some dude in a cave did 300 years ago. My second day starts at noon.
300 years. You haven't lived in caves 300 years ago. It's a bit longer.
And goes till 6 p.m. That's day 2. And then the next day is 6 p.m. to midnight. What I've done now is I have changed and manipulated time. I now get 21 days a week. Stack.
What? Wait, what? I'm sorry. I did not. Wait, what?
Satisfy that incessant demand for constant output.
My day is 6 a.m. to noon, and I'm not crazy.
6 a.m. to noon. Noon is midnight, right? Okay.
You're crazy for thinking it takes 24 hours, just like some dude in a cave did 300 years ago. My second day starts at noon and goes till 6 p.m. That's day 2. And then the next day is 6 p.m. to midnight.
What's this math, dude? Everybody has the same 24 hours.
Done now is I have changed and manipulated time. I now get 21 days a week. Stack that up over a month, I'm gonna kick your butt. Stack it up over a year, you're toast.
Ah, yes. Cavemen, who were famously around in the same century that Benjamin Franklin was flying kites and inventing new ways to have sex with the French. The hustlers of Instagram accurately
and preferred older women. We learned that in the hag maxing video a few days ago.
identify that burdening yourself with massive amounts of debt to get an education or working a minimum wage job until the day you die are bad options. But the solution isn't renting out an Airbnb in the desert so you can pretend to be an internet pimp, posting cars you don't own, and women who don't like you will only bandage your ego for so long. The problem is systemic, and the solution isn't to win the system or cheat the system, but to change the system. But that kind of change takes a long time and less idiots in office. So what do we do right now to make sure that the men in our lives don't turn into money-obsessed losers who treat women like objects? Well, unfortunately, someone like me only has so much reach. I can sit here talking all I want, but unfortunately, the type of person who needs to hear this message the most
is not here. If you are here, I hope you learned something. I genuinely hope you learned something, that you actually can have a better life. Genuinely.
Is also the least likely to click on this video because, I mean, look at me.
It's giving
You are so cute. What you talk about? I love your hair, man, and your glasses. I'm really jealous of those glasses. I wish I had them.
She, we, they, them, non-binary, vegan, vegetarian. I'm scared. I'm gonna give it 2 stars.
This guy would probably have a better shot, though he and I have about the same amount of penis. Let's just say there's not enough cleavage and Bugattis for that particular demographic. The farther someone slides down the alpha male pipeline, farther and farther past Ashton Hall, into truly dark corners of the internet, the more resistant they become to listening to anyone who is not a cis straight male.
Yeah.
Are you a cis straight male who
No, and I don't want to be.
doesn't make videos like this?
With the music!
Congratulations, you're hired. The sheer de-radicalizing power of a kind of funny, average guy on the internet over the young male mind cannot be underestimated. Not some savvy political commentator or some academic expert, but you, some random dude casually joking about these scammers, has so much more influence than this entire video that I spent weeks working on. Aside
Thank you
from
for the
having
video,
an automatic foot in
Froggy.
the door that I simply never will, you can do something that I think is the most important: providing an alternative role model. So often
We are, so this is the thing. If we don't like a specific type of content or a specific type of way that groups of people are portrayed, it is our responsibility to break the cycle in every possible manner you can do that. There's also like a lot of images which are making it as into a topic, like with a weird kind of educational systems for children, or like very performance driven parents pushing their kids to something like that. And then the kids become parents and they decide, no, I will not treat my kid like that. My kid can enjoy life. My kid can have hobbies. If there's a bad grade, okay, that happens. Let's do our best the next time. We are in the power to break the cycle. We are, as individuals, can do that. We can spread a different message. We can influence our surroundings in a better way. And this is how everything starts. Like little flames, and then it becomes a fire. And this is how change can happen. Please do not burn something.
We tell boys and young men all of these things that they should not be. We do a much worse job of telling them what they should be. You can be that example of healthy masculinity that exhibits strength and success, that does not rely on the subservience of others. Ladies, no homework for you this time. Take a type 5, but if you're a dude, I want you to go out and hug a dude today, all right?
Yeah. Or give yourself like a compliment. Go with yourself on a date. Just buy yourself coffee. Or call your friend and say like, hey, we haven't seen each other. Do you want to have a coffee the next day? Or when you see someone, like a friend of yours, and you're a dude, give them flowers. Be the change that you want to see. Because the world will not change for you. It is you are the responsibility to change it. You have it. And you have the power to do that. It is uncomfortable. It might be weird in the beginning, but change is always worth it. And change and moving on is always worth it. That is, it's not always pleasant, but worth it. Okay?
Tell him he's a special guy.
Yeah.
And tell him that he does not need to start an online coaching business, all right?
Yeah.
Can you do
Or
that for me?
follow
Here.
an online coaching
How
business.
about this? I'll demonstrate, all right? All right?
Okay.
Just like this. Just like, hey, man. Hey, man.
You're great.
Oh, you're a special guy. You're my special guy. There. All right.
That's so sweet.
No homo, though.
That was a great video. I'm not gonna lie. This is a great video. And the problem really is that it will not reach the people that need to see it, actually. I think a lot of people are so stuck in those content loops, and it's very troublesome. And I really hope somehow, sometimes, Froggy or me or someone else who is promoting a more healthy way to see things, supporting the critical thinking pattern, being honest and genuine and supportive, that everybody deserves a good life. Those people really need to hear it. So I hope it will find their way into the algorithm to help at least one person to get out of the loop. If you can make the life of one person better, it was worth it. Thank you so much for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you think about it in the comments. I'm really open to talk about it. Please be polite as always. And I see you tomorrow. Maybe I see you live on stream. Until then, I wish you a lovely day. Bye-bye.